Apple September event will be boring as fuck, and I guarantee it. But why? Why are they doing this? I mean, we've seen this before, right? We've seen it when they upgraded the M1 MacBook Pro 13-inch to the M2 MacBook Pro. They literally just changed the chip slightly and called it the M2 and then called it a new laptop. They also did the same for the iPhone 13 when they upgraded it to the iPhone 14. This time, they didn't even change the chip and they just changed the camera slightly and called it a new phone. And worst of them all is the Apple Watch. It literally hasn't changed since Series 5. And not only that, but a lot of rumors are saying that they will literally do the same thing in September. So let's zoom out a bit and see the bigger picture. How did this situation become so bad that a lot of people are actually excited about a new phone that has slightly thinner bezel and slightly faster chip and can zoom a bit further and has USB-C, which I actually like, but we don't actually use the ports anymore. I thought we all just use the MagSafe charger. And the same will happen to the Apple Watch. Same again, same scenario again, slightly different chip that you will never notice and some new colors. And believe it or not, that's the whole event. That's all about it. Slightly different iPhone and the same Apple Watch again. But why do Apple choose to do this even though we know that they are so capable? I mean, Apple is a multi-trillion-dollar company and they are the same company who just announced Apple Vision Pro, which is such an impressive piece of technology, and they are the same company who just finished the transition from Macs with Intel chips to Macs with Apple Silicon, which are very impressive. So we already know they are so capable, and yet they still choose to be boring in the other categories. And I thought about it, and I think there are 3 reasons of why companies are choosing to do this. I think the first one is us, me and you, because the tech products that we use on daily basis are becoming so essential, so we actually have to trust what we buy, and we never give a chance to the new and shiny phone that has all sorts of features and is exciting, and we just stick with what's boring and what's already works pretty well. And that's why LG didn't survive. They literally just made completely new phone every time they released a phone. They did all sorts of crazy features, a folding phone, a flipping phone, and they just had no identity, because every time they release a new phone, no one would know that this is actually an LG phone. They just know it's a crazy phone, and they just watch a review about it online and say, yeah, it's cool, and then come back to their normal iPhones. And that's why I think Samsung and Google are becoming like Apple. They just play it safe. Both companies have started to become boring just like Apple. The new Google Pixel 7 series and the S23 series from Samsung and Google are just the biggest sign of that, because they are literally the same phones, but they are just slightly better in some aspects, just like the iPhone. And I also think innovation itself has slowed down recently, unlike when we first started using and making smartphones, because at the start it's a new thing and a lot of people are discovering new technologies, but nowadays the technology has settled and we know what works and what doesn't, so we just stick with what works, and the line of innovation has slowly flattened over time. And also, Apple has literally no competition, not because other products are bad, but when it comes to Apple products, the people who use them just keep using them over and over again because of the ecosystem. So Apple actually trusts their fans because they know that they will just buy the new iPhone no matter what, and it doesn't matter if they release the same phone. They know their fans are loyal and they will just buy it. So I think that made Apple so chill and underwhelmed, so they don't feel like they have to change or make something new. And that's why I think we need more competition from other companies. I think Samsung and Google should keep going with what they're doing. They should keep their identity, but they should also keep innovating new features, so that over time Apple fans will become so bored and so devastated and will eventually move to one of these companies, and then and only by then Apple will start to innovate and make new stuff. And coming back to the point I discussed earlier about innovation and how it slowed down, I don't think we need a yearly update for every tech product. What would happen if we actually have a phone every 2 years or 3 years? Wouldn't it become a lot more exciting because they actually have the time to develop new features and make an actual difference when you buy the new phone? I don't know. I think there is no need to pump out a new phone every year just for the sake of it. And that's the same reason why whenever someone tells me they want to upgrade, I always tell them, unless there is a 3 or 4 years difference. So if you have the iPhone 14, 13, 12, even the 11, you probably shouldn't upgrade because you will literally not notice any difference. I really do believe that there's a balance between establishing the identity of the company but also do something exciting alongside it. And I don't necessarily know exactly how it should be done, but not releasing a phone every year could be a first good step, because I really do believe that there is still a lot to discover and a lot more to invent. Watch this video if you want to know why I regret switching to Apple ecosystem, and thank you for watching.